Just a minute, ma'am. We are putting it on YouTube live streaming. Just give me 1 minute. 1 minute. Cedilla ma'am, is this your screen getting shared? Cedilla ma'am, is this your screen getting shared?
I'll just check, ma'am.
Cedilla ma'am, Cedilla ma'am, Cedilla ma'am, Cedilla ma'am, Cedilla ma'am.
Why is it happening like this? Why is it happening? Why is it... Ma'am, you can hear me, right? Ma'am, you can hear me, right? Ma'am, you can right? Ma'am, you can right? Ma'am, you
Cedilla, you're not very clear.
I think his echo is there, ma'am.
Cedilla ma'am, if you are joining with two devices, please remove one.
Now is it clear? Ma'am, is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, this is clear now. Thank you.
It's clear now, right? Okay, so we shall begin, ma'am.
Again, some echo coming in.
Preeti ma'am, we shall begin.
If Madam Principal is there, just ask for permission and we can begin, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes, please start, Cedilla.
Principal ma'am. Okay. At the outset, I thank the Almighty God for this wonderful day, and I ask His blessings as we begin this conference. I, Sedila Gomes, the convener of this two-day international conference, welcome the August gathering for the fruit. It is with great honor that the Department of Psychology at M.E.S of Arts and Commerce, Zuari, Goa, welcome at this function. Experts, academicians, professionals, research scholars, and students from across the country and out of India for this two-day international virtual conference on innovations in social sciences, interventions, challenges, and future trends, jointly organized by the Department of Psychology, M.E.S College, Goa, and Grand Academic Portal, India. This conference is the first international conference organized by the Department of Psychology. M.E.S College has signed an MOU with Grand Academic Portal, India, and this conference is the product of this collaboration. We have 82 research papers from 14 different states across the length and breadth of this country to be deliberated in 8 sessions in the span of 2 days. We also have international affiliates sharing their expertise with us. I now invite our officiating principal, Dr. Meenakshi Bawa, to welcome the gathering.
Thank you, Cedilla. Chief guest for today's function, Professor Radhika Naik. Keynote speaker, Professor Kurt Engelhardt. President for this inaugural function, Sri M.E.S. Other distinguished dignitaries, members of the organizing team from M.E.S College and Grand Academic Portal, special invitees, academicians, research scholars, professionals, faculty, and students from across the country and abroad. A warm welcome to all of you present here for the International Virtual Conference on Innovations in Social Sciences, Interventions, Challenges, and Future Trends, jointly organized by the Department of Psychology, M.E.S College, Goa, and Grand Academic Portal, India. We are indeed honored to have amidst us Professor Radhika Naik, officiating Registrar of Goa University, as the chief guest, Professor Kurt Engelhardt, Principal Kurt Engelhardt Associates, San Francisco, USA, as the keynote speaker, and Shri M.S. Kamath, Chairman, Murgaon Education Society, as the president for this inaugural function. It is indeed a moment of joy and pride for us that this international conference is being organized on the occasion of the Golden Jubilee celebrations of Murgaon Education Society. Murgaon Education Society was established in 1971 by our founding fathers, led by great visionary and philanthropist, late Shri Vasantrao Subrai Joshi, fondly known as Anna to us. In the realm of higher education of Goa in general and Marmagua Taluka in particular, Anna's richest contribution has been the establishment of Murgaon Education Society, which now accounts for educating over 2,000 students annually. The college, in fact, will be completing 50 years in 2022. At the outset, I would like to express our deep sense of gratitude to Grand Academic Portal for collaborating with us and extending their support to us in making this conference a reality. In today's world of rapidly changing technology, the educational system is being put to the test by a variety of problems and expectations posed by a new breed of learners in numerous sectors. The 21st century catapulted education to a new level, combining human and technological capabilities to generate new possibilities. Today's social science educators must come up with new ways to engage and respond to their students. As a result, there's a growing demand for international conferences like this one that may bring together academics, students, and creative ideas and expertise to add to the database. The integration of digital tools and online forums into the learning process is recommended to assist students build a better understanding of the world of social sciences. Given the current pandemic scenario, we are pleased to organize this virtual worldwide conference in a virtual manner, which also reminds us that learning may continue to happen across borders. With infinite access to new information, we have the option to learn anywhere and at any time. Students and professors must build a desire to learn and grow in their own fields of expertise in order to develop their own viewpoints on continuous improvement in diverse fields. As a result, this conference will contribute to the dissemination of useful information on how social science specialists and researchers can re-energize their efforts in using advanced teaching methods in the field of social sciences. The theme for this conference couldn't be more relevant now and for years to come. Participants, the very best. I'm sure that the two-day deliberations will be a fruitful and stimulating academic exercise for all of us. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for paving the founding, words for this two-day international conference. And now would like to have next in our line of dignitaries, Dr. Sangeeta Johri, ma'am, please.
Thank you, Dr. Preeti. So, good morning to August gathering, dignitaries across globe, principal of M.E.S College of Arts and Commerce, our own dear Dr. Preeti Uza, ma'am, the CEO of Grand Academic Portal. It is indeed giving me a pleasure to be here on this platform, and I should first congratulate the entire team of M.E.S College of Arts and Commerce College, and also the Grand Academic Portal for choosing such a wonderful title of the conference, that is Innovation in Social Sciences, Intervention, Challenges and Future. Because so far when we talk about innovation, it always comes in the field of technology or in the field of engineering and agriculture. But yes, it is a dire need in present era, where there's a lot of changes are happening around the world. The need is to have the innovations in the social sciences aspect as well. So congratulations to the entire team for choosing such a wonderful topic. And as I have just now over here that we have good numbers of research papers, so definitely something will come out as an outcome of this conference. Secondly, as a Vice President of Grand Academic Portal, it is my indeed duty to share the brief credentials of Grand Academic Portal, what all activities the NGO is doing and where we are actually heading to. Gyan Adhyan Parampara is an initiative which is actually started by Dr. Gurudatta P. Japi sir and Dr. Preeti Uza ma'am. And it was the basic theme or the basic rationale behind this Gyan Adhyan Parampara NGO, one of its unique kind, is to provide a supplementary and complementary element to the existing formal higher education system in India. The founders have collectively envisioned to give a platform to provide innovative, free, equal, equitable, collaborative, sustainable, and all-inclusive teaching learning pedagogy. As a life member of Grand Academic Portal and as a Vice President of Grand Academic Portal, I must say that if I find myself just 1 year ago and this 1 year down the line, one and a half year, I myself can say that I have actually transformed a lot, because this platform, this Grand Academic Portal platform is actually giving you a thought process, is actually giving you a lot of insights, a lot of things which are going on in higher education system, not only in India, but across globe. The intellect, the platform is actually giving you a lot of opportunities to learn, to explore and to showcase your talent in the form of research, in the form of projects, in the form of books. So overall, this is one of the unique kind of platform which I have ever seen in my life. I should not say this, but actually I have seen it. That's why I'm saying it by my heart, that actually this is a platform which actually giving you a lot of things to do in parallel with your own job, which we all are doing. So far, if we see the growth of the Grand Academic Portal, we have 200 individual members and 25 institutional members across globe. And I can see in the group also that day by day, this number is increasing. Overall, if you talk about this COVID-19 era, where the world was on pause, the Grand Academic Portal gave us a lot of informations, organized number of academic activities, wherein the academic fraternity across globe participated, learned, and these all activities were act like a booster in that depressing time. And I'm the witness of that, that more than 1,000 number of the participants have participated in variety of events, including faculty development programs, workshops, webinars, and other related activities, which all the other institutions are doing. The collaborative effort is actually helping the institutions to grow, to excel, and to learn the quality parameters. Grand Academic Portal is having number of research journals into its credit to boost the culture of research and innovation. And also periodically, they are launching number of book projects wherein we can show our creativity and we can excel our research career as well. And they also offer us the platform to develop our own e-content in the form of GAP Academy. Recently, Grand Academic Portal has come forward with one very unique initiative again, that is iCarrot course, which is certified by PMKVY, and it is a course which is giving you the deep insights about the accreditation and assessment framework. We all know that for the quality enhancement and to check the quality, we all have to go across with a lot of various accreditation and assessment frameworks, and one should have the deep insights of the same. So as a pro VC of Rabindranath Tagore University, I personally feel that it is very important for our teachers to know about these things and then to apply the same. So I think this is one of a wonderful initiative I have ever seen again on the platform of Grand Academic Portal. And it is a must-do course, I think so, because if we know how we have to proceed, then things are eventually become very easy for us. And overall, it will help not only in our own development, but in our national development as well, because this is an era where we are talking about quality. National education policy is also thrusting upon this, that the quality institutions should be there, the quality parameters should be considered. So that is why this is one of the unique course, and we have number of good registrations in this, and I am looking forward for the new bases to come in this, and that is what actually I felt about the Gyanadhin Parampara. I would like to give a pause on my speech with few lines which I read in one book, and that is actually fit in with Gyanadhin Parampara. God never will say, come out of a cloud and will say to you that, okay, now you are successful. I always say this on various platforms, that success is always can be achieved with continuous, consistent efforts. And I can witness that with Gyan Adhin Parampara. Thank you, Preeti ma'am. Thank you, Japi sir, for making us to be a part of this family. And thank you to you both for giving this wonderful platform to interact, to collaborate, and to learn and to excel. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you for throwing light on the immense work that Grand Academic Portal is doing in the field of academia and research. And we at M.E.S are delighted to be part of this academic endeavor. I invite Dr. Preeti Oza, the CEO of Grand Academic Portal, to highlight the relevance of the topic for this conference.
First of all, namaste, good morning to my Indian delegates, good evening and good afternoon to those who have joined us from across the globe. It's a very beautiful day today, and looking forward to so many specific and general deliberations. But before that, would like to personally thank all the dignitaries today who have joined us for this inaugural session. Principal Ma'am of M.E.S College, the director sir, the management trustee members, the registrar, honorable registrar madam, our own pro-vice chancellor, Dr. Sangeeta Johri from RNTU, and always I feel that God Almighty is always with us in all the good endeavors. So with this just small acknowledgement and a gratefulness, would just like to speak on the relevance of today's topic. Dr. Gurudatta Japi is the founding trustee of our NGO, is occupied in the other parallel event today happening under the GAP portal. So apologies on his behalf for not joining this program. We have with us right now the other founding member, Dr. Jasmine Gujarati ma'am. Jasmine ma'am, good morning and thank you for being with us today also. The idea of social science and humanities, the things are changing and the concept of society is also changing. Few years back, if someone has told that we are having this kind of a conference, I mean, a lot of travel, lot of, logistics, lot of other elements would have been involved in this. And today, just on a click of a mouse, we are all connected together. That means we have changed, and I think we have changed for good. And maybe we can pinpoint on the concept or maybe the idea of before pandemic and after pandemic. But I think this is again, very important and very much needed kind of a knee-jerk reaction, what is given to all of us by God with a little, I don't say a nudge also, I say it is a big push for all of us to open up. to go for inclusivity, and to connect with each and everyone on this planet. So the idea of social science, the idea of society, the idea of community, the idea of family as a unit, everything is changing now. And when we say that it is changing for good. And this is precisely what is the concept of this 2 day international conference, that how to include more and more, elements, more and more subjects, more and more themes under the concept of social science and humanities. Of course, we all are sitting here together. Most of us are academicians, and we have maybe we are raised, or we have been trained into considering watertight compartments of learning, watertight compartments of teaching, or maybe higher education, humanities, social sciences, medical, technology. But now, maybe this is the time to keep that one window open, to encourage and to involve more and more ideas to come up. There is nothing called social science which is not touching upon any one aspect of our life. Maybe some of us are a bit reluctant to include that concept of maybe that is just a very small, tiny virus. Where do we place that element in our life today? COVID-19, virus, corona, where do we place it? When we are talking about it, I don't think we can talk about it without touching upon social science, humanities, science, medical, or maybe any other, or even technology. This is precisely we thought of at our level, and the idea was very nicely reciprocated with the MES College management, Madam Principal, and my dear friend Professor Sidila. And today we are here with almost 120 papers, 80 plus participations who are going to present their papers, and maybe a futuristic concept of two wonderful publications, one in the form of a UGC Care Journal and one in the form of the International ISBN book. And it is always a pleasure to connect to all the dignitaries, all the fellow fraternity members from across India and across the globe. So with this small word, maybe this is an idea to open up, and then all are included and all are most welcome. Thank you so much and have a very good day.
To tell you a little more about the conference. This conference seeks to explore the latest developments in the field of empirical and theoretical research in the field of social sciences, the branch of science devoted to the study of societies and the relationships among individuals within those societies. It encompasses a wide array of academic disciplines, including anthropology, archaeology, economics, human geography, linguistics, management science, media studies, political science, psychology, history, etc. It seeks to discover the demographic developments, family and career issues, geriatric research, conflict research, generational studies, criminology research, and a whole array of subdisciplines of social sciences. Researchers in this field adopt an eclectic approach. This conference thus would present various theories and approaches, innovative ideas, challenges, and future trends in the field of social sciences. I now invite Dr. Frida Kotai Pereira, Head Department of Psychology, M.E.S. College, to introduce our Chief Guest and President for this inaugural function.
A very good morning to one and all. Today, it gives me immense pleasure and I feel extremely honored to introduce and welcome our most illustrious, dynamic and renowned educationist, Dr. Radhika Shrikant Naik ma'am, who is the professor and principal of DCTT Dempose College of Commerce and Economics, Bamboling, Goa. Ma'am is also the officiating registrar of Goa University. Dr. Radhika ma'am has completed her post-graduation in the subject of economics and the subject of political science. She has a diploma in higher education LLB. She's a postgraduate diploma in business administration at Goa University of Management. Dr. Radhika ma'am has completed her PhD in economics. Ma'am is an accomplished writer with several research papers published to her credit. Ma'am has served as a teacher for more than 39 years. Presently, Dr. Radhika is a coordinator of College Development Council of Goa University. She is a secretary for the Forum of Principals Management Representatives of Goa. She is the member of Board of Studies, Women's Studies, member secretary, OC 66 Review Committee member, coordinator for next year team. Dr. Radhika ma'am has held many significant positions, both academic and otherwise. To mention a few, ma'am was the president of University and College Teachers Association of Goa. She was a member of National Mission on Education through Information of Commission Technology. She was a secretary when All India Federations of College Teachers Association. Ma'am was the chairperson of Ponda Municipal Council and member state committee for selection of Goa scholars. Ma'am has keen interest in working for empowerment of women and training young people in personality development, civic and local governance. Ma'am is an inspiration to many of us. We are very fortunate and indeed grateful to you, Ma'am Radhika, for accepting our invitation and taking your time out of your busy schedule and gracing this occasion. We are honored by our very own chairman of Murgaon Education Society, M.E.S. Kamath sir, fondly called M.E.S. Kamath sir, Madhav Srinivas Kamath, who is known for his futuristic vision and zeal to reform the college and society. Born in 1935, M.S. Kamath sir has completed his post-graduation in economics from Bombay University. Sir has served in teaching since 1969. Sir was a lecturer in Rani Patradevi College, Belgaum since 1952 till 1972. Sir has also been a teacher at the postgraduate level for MA and MCom courses of Bombay and Goa University. Sir is the founder principal of M.E.S. College of Arts and Commerce, Zuarinagar, Goa since 1972 till 2000. Sir has many significant positions at academic level in the past. Sir has been a member of Academic Council of Bombay University. He is the Executive Council and Academic Council Director for Citizens Cooperative, been a member or panel of experts for selection of committees of All India Radio at Kala Academy and Goa Public Service. Sir is a member of National Council for Vocational Education under Ministry of Human Development. Sir is a member of Goa State Planning Board. Currently of Goa Board for Technical Education. Sir is also a member at Goa Board of Secondary and High Secondary Education, panel of experts of National Assessment and Accreditation Council of UGC, Executive Committee Institute of Indo-European Studies, Goa, member state level committee and monitoring evaluation of school education in Goa. He is the director of Infotech Corporation Limited. Sir is honored by the Fulbright Scholarship awarded by Government of USA through the Council of International Exchange of Scholars, Washington, USA. Sir is a distinguished visitor awarded at California State University University of Southern Illinois, USA, and he's got an honorary membership of Indian JACES. Sir has traveled
Dr. Frida, your network is very low. Please check your network. We are not able to hear you. Professor Sidila, please check your network. We are not able to hear. Sidila ma'am, please check your audio. We are not able to hear.
Yeah.
Professor Sidila ma'am,
Yeah,
can we
sorry
invite Dr. Radhika ma'am now?
sorry for the disturbance. I just want
Dr. Frida, please check your audio. I think your network is a little. Professor Sidila, can we invite the next speaker, please? I guess the network is not supporting.
Yes, ma'am. We are indeed honored to have with us Professor Radhika Naik, the officiating registrar of Goa University and principal of S.S. Dempo College of Commerce and Economics, Bambolim, Goa, as the chief of this inaugural function. Madam, to enlighten us your Radhika. Radhika, ma'am. I invite Professor Radhika Naik, ma'am, to address the gathering. Professor Radhika Naik, ma'am. Radhika Naik, ma'am, I invite you to address this August gathering.
Sidila, she is getting a message that the audio and video is disabled. Please read a message, and there seems to be some problem.
No, ma'am. We have already done that from the admin side, and she can unmute herself and also on the audio, video, both.
Okay.
This is already done, ma'am, for all the speakers.
All right.
Professor Radhika, ma'am, if you can just please unmute yourself and on your video. Professor Radhika, ma'am. Sridila, if you can just call and ask whether she is able to.
She seems to be getting a message that host has disabled audio
No,
and
ma'am. No, ma'am. There is some confusion with what name madam has joined in. It is, I can see Radhika is as a participant here. Maybe this is Professor Radhika ma'am joining in. Or is there any other name where she is joined in?
yeah, she probably would have joined maybe as a participant. Can you check, please?
Yes, yes, I have already found that thing and enabled her video. Yes, Radhika ma'am, it is. I have already invited you to unmute yourself and put your video audio on.
She says she's not able to unmute herself.
No, she has to unmute. We cannot do from our side. She has to just unmute herself on the screen.
There seems to be some problem maybe from her side.
Maybe, yes. We are waiting. No problem, ma'am. Please join in.
Radhika ma'am, I think maybe you can just rejoin, you know. Maybe there's some technical
Yes,
problem.
sometimes that will help.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. No, we can wait for you, Radhika. There's no problem.
We
I
are
think
waiting. Yes,
yeah.
we are waiting
Yeah.
for you, ma'am. No problem.
Yeah. She said to join. She says, please continue. I will join at the end. So maybe we could start with the keynote address then.
Okay, with your permission, we can do that, ma'am. Madam Principal, can we go ahead with our program with your permission?
Yes, please.
Yes. Thank you so much. And we wish that Professor Radhika ma'am will join us very soon. Professor Sidila, please check your audio. It is lagging.
To introduce our keynote speaker for this inaugural session.
Thank you, Professor Sidila. First of all, would like Professor Kurt Engelhardt to put the audio video both on. Sir, we wish to have your audio and video on, please. Thank you so much. And it's an honor to have you with us, sir. Just sir has sent a very short, biodata or profile or introduction, and he said that just share only this thing with me and with us, and then he is Dr. Professor L. Engelhardt, Doctor of Philosophy, currently principal of L.K. Engelhardt Associate, and obtained PhD late in life, and have devoted the rest of his life to the subjects of the nature of reality and democratic government. He lives in a small recreational vehicle near San Francisco California, surrounded by an assortment of neighbors and animals. And I think we don't get to know Sir more without, um, hearing him out. So, sir, um, uh, all yours. Platform is all yours. We would love to hear your words as a keynote speaker. And just tell me when you wish to share your pictures and PowerPoint so I can share it with others. Dr. Kurt, please.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Very good
Thank
morning.
you. Yes, thank you very much to Dr. Manishka Bawa for organizing this event. I think it's a very, very important event. I hope that I don't disturb the sequence of things. I thank Dr. Preeti Oza for inviting me. Dr. Oza has said she appreciates my nuances. I'm not sure exactly what that means, but what I offer, I hope, will be provocative. I warn you, though, my mind and my work is full of abstractions. I have analyzed perhaps 1,000 texts to understand what makes them rational. This has resulted in a tool for understanding systems. We will see this tool and we will have some examples of this tool. Dr. Preeti, could you put up the meta model graphic?
Yes, I will put it, sir. Just a minute, sir. Is my screen there?
Dr. Preeti, the third one on the list there is the one I want to see.
This one?
That
Professor?
one. That one.
Yes.
Exactly. That's perfect.
Yes.
Like I say, this is very abstract. Describing rationality requires abstraction from evidence of systems that are rational. You have to abstract from the evidence of these systems that are rational, just those elements that make them so. The combination of just a few elements can be found to be logically sufficient and necessary. Those elements can be found here in the meta model. The information shown input here is not raw data. Raw data is filtered to exclude all but what is relevant to purpose. In my travels and listening and observing, I noticed that purpose is a very provocative term in itself. But purpose is, in my opinion, absolutely essential to understanding rationality. You can't understand the reason for doing something. Nothing is functional without purpose. Data from the real world that is not relevant to purpose is rejected. Information is what is accepted. Information is organized relative to purpose, considering its part as either content or process. When it is understood how to control these two parts to obtain purpose, a rational system is understood. Action is then required to test the effectiveness of the system to obtain the purpose. The meta model, I claim, is an analog for consciousness. As a tool, it can be used to describe, explain, predict, and potentially control reality. Everything inside the model is the realm of reality. Everything outside the model. Hold on a moment here. Everything outside the model is the realm of reality. You can see that the reality comes in the form of information that has been screened. Everything inside is the realm of ideality. Those are all ideas they get applied to information that comes from the real world. We apply ideas to this information, and as a result of those ideas, we take action. Nothing in this model is material. Nothing you see here in this image is material. So let us add a material subject. Dr. Preeti, could you put the model of human existence up? We're going to present this from the viewpoint of a newborn. Now, when I say newborn in the context of a model of human existence, people are probably going to understand this as a human newborn. But let me present the possibility of this being an acorn, the progeny of an oak tree, or a giraffe. We wonder in each of these cases, where does this organic entity get its information about existence? Current scientific evidence suggests that information is coded into its DNA. And like all of us, that information mandates survival and prosperity. All information from this point of the DNA is offered by the senses. What we don't get from DNA, we have to get from our senses, from reality, from the outside, for all of us. Information is filtered exclusively by the context of DNA at the beginning. Information relevant to the newborn's purpose of existence is given attention, special attention. And ideas are applied to it in the context of DNA. They are attached to it, like pleasure and pain. Pleasure and pain attached to the experience of something in reality. The newborn will then act in response to these stimuli, producing more information to be input. The newborn sees what is the result of its action, and that changes its position on the model. It senses the actions it takes and the information that action produces. So the newborn has a purpose. It collects information, content relative to that purpose by the process of filtering it and attaching ideas to it. The format of this content is remembered as a physical universe, very primitive at the point of birth, let's say. It controls the validity of the content by filtering it relative to DNA, categorizing it by the ideas associated with the experience, the action taken in response, and emphasizing content that is repeated when remembering the experience. The content that is repeated is emphasized. The collected model of experience is the newborn's universe or reality. You can see that the newborn has created this reality through its experience. The newborn's reality consists of entities remembered and reinforced by repetition. Experience constantly adds entities, the ideas associated with them, and the results of what happens when those entities are acted upon. This reality can be very hard to change because it forms the newborn's identity, consisting of an established self surrounded by other. Experience will come to identify some of the other entities as being in the same category as self. Some even come to be included in self. Any of us can observe this modeling behavior and recognize it as our own behavior. Contrary to what has previously been believed, the newborn is not born tabula rasa We believe each newborn has inherited millions, maybe billions of years of successful experience in a form we call the DNA. That coded experience specifies the content, process, and control necessary to the survival and the prosperity of any newborn. An acorn, a giraffe. Given the DNA as a starting point, the newborn experiences more and more each moment it is awake. That experience creates a physical universe, a reality. The purpose of the newborn to survive and prosper depends on acting moment to moment and accumulating more knowledge of its universe. Knowledge of that universe comprises its content and process, and the means to control them in order to exist. The meta model is a tool that can describe, explain, predict, and control as demonstrated by these examples. I'm not sure there is any provision here for asking questions, but I would like for Dr. Preeti to reference the research gate page that I have, and I am willing to put out my email address. Dr. Preeti can give.
Yes. What you want me to do right now, Scott?
You can do that as you get requests for it. I don't want you to just put it out to everybody, but if you get a request from my email.
I will do that. Yes,
Okay.
I will do that. Professor, I will do that immediately. Yes.
Thank you. And I wanted to again thank all of you. Thank all of you for allowing me to present this preposterous theory. I hope that it will provoke some talk among you. Thank you very much, Preeti.
Thank you, Professor. And I think participants, if with your permission, can ask some questions directly.
Yes, I will do my best to answer questions if you have them.
Because as you have rightly used the word preposterous, I'm sure this is something which many of us would like to ask you directly, that why you call this theory kind of a preposterous theory. What is not fitting into the larger scheme, Professor?
Can you ask your question again, Preeti?
Can I stop the share, please, now? Please?
Yeah, the share. How do I do that?
No, I will do that. No,
Yes,
no
go ahead.
Yes.
Thank you. That's good.
But my question is, why do you call your theory a preposterous theory? What is not fitting into the larger scheme of today's social science?
Why do I call it what?
Preposterous theory, when you say that this is a very...
preposterous.
Yeah.
Why do I call it preposterous? Because other people tell me it's preposterous.
What is not fitting into the scheme of, accepted theories?
Not everybody is, as you people on this particular streaming, not everybody is as open to these kinds of ideas as you people are.
So do you see any change, any difference between the way Westerners think about social sciences and the other counterpart? I don't say Eastern or Occident or Oriental, but then Westerns and non-Westerns. This is something that we divide and decide. So what is your take on that? Because I think we are all here from the other side of the maybe say world or planet, Oriental, Occidental, Eastern, whatever you call. So what is that one difference, Professor?
I have I've done a lot of reading, and a significant portion of that reading has been on Zen Buddhism. Now, I'm not saying in any way I am a Zen Buddhist, but there are important ideas that were written 1,000 years ago in Zen Buddhism. And people don't understand that some of the history that is important to our life today has been buried. It's been buried in modernity. That's what has buried it.
This is actually so amazing to find the Zen Buddhist ideas given to the land of Zen Buddhism and Westerneries amongst us today, and then we are here on the land of the Buddha, and getting it. I mean, this is something which is the culmination of the entire, when we say international thought, because we all are here right now on the land of Buddha, India, and we are getting it from you, sir, completely, other side of the world. This is so amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Preeti, and I wish all of your people the very best success.
Thank you so much. Any other questions, Sidila ma'am? Are we taking any queries, observations? Because then I think Professor will leave in some time after inauguration.
No more questions? I'm going to sign off then, Dr. Preeti.
Yes. Thank you so much for being with us, Professor. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Sidila ma'am, if Radhika ma'am is joined in, we can continue with the program, please.
Anybody has any queries for Professor?
Sidila ma'am, I think Dr. Radhika ma'am has already joined in. We can invite
Like
Professor
our audience,
Radhika ma'am.
if they have any questions. Okay. Yes. Yes. Thank you, sir, for addressing us on this meta model.
Sidila ma'am, we are not able to hear you.
We invite you as the guest to address this gathering. I invite Professor Radhika Naik, the chief guest. It's not. I request Professor Radhika Naik, the chief guest of this inaugural function, to address the gathering. Professor Radhika Naik.
Sidila ma'am, as I can see in the list, Radhika ma'am is joined without audio, I guess. Radhika ma'am, your audio is not visible here, so I think.
Professor Radhika ma'am, please.
Sidila ma'am, Professor Radhika ma'am is joined without audio.
I'm just calling her.
Yes.
What's the problem?
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Cyrilla ma'am, can you please check whether ma'am has joined in or no? Dear participants, we are facing some real technical challenge. I think Goa is facing some network issues. Please bear with us for some time. We will be back soon. Professor Radhika ma'am, I can see your audio video. Please unmute yourself and Professor Radhika ma'am, if you can hear me, please unmute your audio and video from your side. We have already enabled all the participants. Professor Radhika ma'am, please unmute yourself from your side.
Sidila, I think you could invite Kamath sir in the meanwhile. There seems to be a technical glitch. Sidila, can you hear me?
Madam Principal, I think
ma'am.
Professor Sidila is also going through very weak network
Can you hear
with
me?
your, yeah. Sidila ma'am, your voice
Can
is
you
lagging.
hear me now, ma'am? Ma'am?
Yes.
We will invite our founder principal, and we are indeed privileged, sir, to have you. We invite our founder principal of our college and the chairman of Murgaon Education Society, Shri M.E.S. Kamath sir, to enthrall us with his presidential address. Sir, I request you to address the gathering on this auspicious occasion.
Thank you. Respected Principal, Dr. Meenakshi Bawa, Professor Sidila Pereira, Dr. Sangeeta Johari, Dr. Gurudat JP, Dr. Frida Kota, Dr. Radhika Naik, who is not around, but probably might join us later. The keynote address speaker, Dr. Kurt Engelhardt, distinguished scholars, ladies and gentlemen, hearty greetings to you all. For me, it's a matter of great pleasure and a proud privilege to be a part of this ceremony, sedate and dignified, to mark the inauguration of the International Conference on the theme of innovation in social sciences, interventions, challenges, and future trends. Murgaon Education Society, the parent institution under whose umbrella the M.E.S. College functions, is very happy to associate with the GAP, the Grand Academic Portal India, a very vibrant and active educational institution in the domain of higher learning in our country. Naturally, their collaboration augurs very well for the success and fruitfulness of the deliberations of this conference. The organizers of this international conference deserve wholehearted appreciation and praise for making this global festival of ideas, thoughts, and opinions a reality, despite the hardships of various years caused by the global calamity of COVID-19. Their daring and the indomitable spirit deserve wholehearted encomiums and boundless eulogies on the part of all stakeholders. At this stage, I wish to make a special reference to the enterprising spirit and boldness of the psychology department of our M.E.S. College for their lead in organizing this global level conference under difficult conditions. During the current academic year in the M.E.S. College, this is the first conference. It is also the first ever conference in the life of the psychology department of our college. What with all these firsts attached to it, this congregation of scholars is indeed a special for us as it is valuable. I am deeply impressed by the fact that this conference seeks to explore the developments in the field of research, empirical as well as theoretical. If I am not mistaken, the trend among the scholars in the domain of social sciences in the past was to concentrate on theoretical research. That was the age of classicals. The trend was to formulate the theory and then use it to design the policy. In economics, for instance, the policy of free trade was inter alia based upon the theory of comparative costs. This theory showed that international trade based on comparative costs was beneficial to both importers and exporters. It was a win-win type of trade, beneficial for buyers and sellers and for the whole world. And therefore, which is to be universally followed. But today, if you look at the world, it appears that quite a few countries do not appreciate this point of view. The trend now seems to be shifting towards empirical research. It has attracted the attention of scholars in Ivy League educational institutions across the globe. The culminating glory of this new trend and focus on empirical research is that it has attracted the attention of the Royal Swedish Academy, which this year has awarded the celebrated Nobel Prize in Economics to the 3 research scholars for their work in empirical research. The prize was shared by 3 researchers in American universities: Dr. David Carr, Department of Economics, University of California, Berkeley; Dr. Joshua Angrist, Department of Economics, MIT; and Dr. Guido Imbrands, Department of Economics, Stanford University in the United States. The Nobel Prize citation states Dr. David Carr got the part of the award for his empirical contributions to labor economics. Dr. Angrist and Dr. Imbrands got the award for their methodological contributions to the analysis of causal relationships. It is important to note that the empirical research of the 3 Nobel laureates was based upon natural experiments. The Swedish Academy says that these 3 laureates have provided us with new insights into the labor market and have shown what conclusions about causal effect can be drawn from natural experiments. Their approach has spread to other fields and has revolutionized empirical research. What are these natural experiments upon which the empirical research is based? Natural experiments are studies based on the observation of real world data. Such empirical research made economics in the first instance more applicable to everyday life, provided policymakers with actual evidence on the outcomes of the policy, and in due course spawned a more popular approach to economics. According to the traditional labor economics, increase in wages would lead to decrease in employment, that is, decrease in the demand for labor. Dr. Carr and his research partner, Alan Kruger, on the basis of their field research, found that increase in minimum wage had no effect on the size of employment. Thus, Carr's research fundamentally altered traditional economics and traditional economists' views on wage policies. Virtually, Carr's research turned labor economics upside down. What this proves? The empirical research is more realistic, more relevant, and more suitable for formulation of welfare-oriented economic policy. Data from natural experiment, which is far different from laboratory experiment or the clinical trial in medicine, is difficult to interpret. Dr. Angrist and Dr. Imbrands solved this methodological problem, demonstrating how precise conclusions about causal effect can be drawn from natural experiments. Peter Fredrickson, the chairman of the Nobel Prize Committee for Economics, opines Carr's studies of 4 questions for societies and Angrist and Imbrands' methodological contributions have shown that natural experiments are a rich source of knowledge. Their research has substantially improved our ability to answer key causal questions, which has been of great benefit to society at large. The refrain of this narrative as above is that academic activity, including academic research, as pursuit of knowledge, should be welfare oriented, should be oriented towards the well-being of the people. Pursuit of knowledge ought to be a means to an end, the end being well-being of mankind. Knowledge for enlightenment, knowledge for its sole sake is good enough. But what is even better is knowledge pursued, achieved, preserved, and disseminated, leading to human welfare, good of mankind. This is true now, and this is going to be true even for future. Therefore, knowledge workers, scholars, intellectuals, researchers, all children of Goddess Saraswati, the goddess of knowledge, should ensure that knowledge that they pursue will, in the end, be conducive to the betterment of mankind, for improvement the quality of living of the people. In today's world, afflicted by a plethora of maladies, hunger, disease, ignorance, ill health, unemployment, crime, xenophobia, and what have you, there is so much that the learned, the affluent, and the haves can do to improve the plight of the sufferers. According to the, at present, as many as 82.4 million persons are in fear, running helter-skelter in search of jobs, food, education, healthcare, shelter, and peace and security. In the year 2013, that number was 51.2 million. In 8 years' time, that number has increased by 31.2 million. This is a phenomenal increase. It indicates that the plight of mankind is becoming worse and worse day by day. Have we all nothing to do with these poor sufferers? That is the question. That question is answered by no less a person than Adam Smith. Adam Smith, the father of modern economics and the greatest intellectual of all times. He told us unequivocally, it is the bounden duty of every social scientist to leave this world better than he found it. Let us, each one of us, obey the call of our revered grandfather to the best of our ability. I'm delighted to find that some of the issues agonizing our minds, like, for example, the issue of conflict, will be dealt upon in this conference. Conflict, strife, and enmity raise their ugly heads in every field, social, economic, political, and at every sector, from family to the world. At times and at places, these conflicts assume ugly proportions. Homo homini lupus. Human relations assume the form of fox relations, animal relations. Human beings misbehave like cruel animals. They rape in righteousness and murder in magnanimity. This situation should first mend and finally end. Social scientists in particular, and all right-thinking people in general, must, through discussion, discourse, and dialogue, create a climate for the resolution of conflicts as a step towards making a better, safer, and peaceful world for all to live. I'm sure the deliberations of this conference in which the luminaries endowed with intellect, goodwill, and righteousness will go a long way in building a salutary climate for alleviating the human suffering. For that purpose, the deliberations of this conference will have to be as much fruit-bearing as light-bearing. I wish the deliberations of this conference every success. Dev Barakaru, God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for such a kind word and
Thank
many
you, sir.
blessings. Yeah.
Thank you, sir, for your words of wisdom and being an inspiration to all of us at M.E.S. College. We will always keep the flag of M.E.S. flying high as you have envisioned. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, sir. I now invite Professor Radhika Naik, ma'am, to address this August gathering. I also apologize for the network issues from our side.
Sidila ma'am, I don't see Radhika ma'am in the joinee list.
Ma'am is not there.
If she has joined with other name, then don't know. But right now it is. I mean,
The
the
same
list
one
of
I have shared with you. Principal at Dempo College, that one. Principal at dempocollege.edu.in.
no, ma'am, not joined in yet. Can you please call madam and find out what happened?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I will do that.
Sidila, I think Radhika ma'am seems to have a problem.
Principal ma'am, is Radhika ma'am on the way?
She seems to be getting the same message that her audio and video are disabled by the host. She's only getting that message. That's what she tells me. She can hear all of us, but she cannot unmute
Because
and put on her video.
And
I
from
think
the host side, everybody's audio video, they have to unmute from their own side. So we cannot on that from our side. So, but madam is not joined in. She is not yet joined in. If some other name she has joined in, then I don't know. But previously she has joined from her own name, and then that is not visible right now.
I think we'll continue. Sidila, there seems to be a problem from her side. She has said to excuse herself.
Ma'am, we go ahead with the session, ma'am.
Yeah, vote of thanks, and then
So
officially
we will
have
not
to.
have chief guest address. Principal
We are
ma'am, could you
waiting.
clarify?
We are waiting.
Yes, yes. Okay. Yes. So we will.
Let us wait for some time. If someone can contact
Principal
Radhika,
ma'am, could we
if
take a
someone can
call?
contact Radhika ma'am, we can wait for some time.
Sure, sure, ma'am. Sure, ma'am.
Meanwhile, note for all the participants, 11 o'clock, we are starting with our first technical session, and the same link will be used for technical sessions also.